Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 92. I'm Sunshine, and I'm not so sunny today because I miss Captain. He is resting because of his magnificent, I don't know what it was, 45 miles in 18 hours yesterday. And so I am walking and talking alone today. I have 18.5 miles. I'm trying to knock them out as quickly as possible because I want to go back and hang with the boys. We got a couple more days with Will, and then he is off for a while. I won't see him for a while. So this has been really, really awesome to spend, like 5 or 6 days slack packing and being with him. It's weird. It's weird hiking without Captain. I don't think I like it. I mean, we don't hike together the whole day and talk the whole day, but we talk at breaks and we talk on the downhills, and it's just not, this was not the journey. I didn't need a solo hiking journey. Bad news is that our wonderful Osmo camera broke yesterday. And so now I've got to shoot with the iPhone today and possibly for the next week because we need to get it repaired. And Will was like troubleshooting it for hours last night, but he just couldn't fix it. So that's a bummer because a lot of the shots you've come to know and love are complicated on the iPhone, but be patient with us and it will be back. We love our little Osmo. And I'm probably not going to tape a ton today. I want to knock out the miles. It's not as fun watching just me, boring old me. Look, you've had Will in here and you've had Captain and I together, and Captain's so fun, and it's just me now. So I'll try to make it fun, guys. Oh boy, here we go. I think this is prep for Pennsylvania, Rocksylvania. Wow. Captain wasn't kidding. It's hard to see where the trail is. We were given advice. Make sure you can see the next blaze before you move away from the blaze you're at. I think it's good advice. Reporting in, guys. It is 11:15. I've gone halfway, 9 miles in 3 hours. I'm cranking. Now, I'd like to say it's because I'm a strong, badass hiker, which I am, but that's not the reason. I am slack packing, which makes it a little bit easier, although many people will tell you that they don't do more miles when they're slack packing. It just gives their body a break, but I tend to disagree. I think I do more miles when I'm slack packing. My lips are chapped. I had Fruit Loops and yogurt for breakfast and 2 glasses of juice. I don't know if that gave me strength or not. It doesn't sound like it would. I slept in a bed, so the cards are stacked in my favor a bit, right? But the key ingredient, guys, is that it is 70 degrees today. Now, in my other hiking life, 70 degrees would have been, a hard, hot hiking day. But in this life of temperatures between 80 and 95 for the last 2 weeks consistently with high humidity, 70 feels like 50, and I might need a coat. Maybe not, but I mean, it seriously is so cool today. And right now there's not a breeze, but I've had a breeze for like the last 2.5 hours. It is perfect hiking weather, just fabulous. I mean, yeah, could it be cooler? Yeah, but I'm not going to complain because it's not 95. And like 3 days ago, I looked at my thermometer, it said 99 degrees, and I was like, I will die out here. So I'm very happy about my progress. I'm going to stop to have my second breakfast in a minute, and I want to chat with you guys about a couple things. So apparently these are dicots. I used to use the Seek app. I have no idea what that is, and I don't have enough service for it to tell me what it is, but I'll look it up later. They look interesting. They look like peas hanging from a tree. Snack break and chat time. And yes, I am eating Peeps. Will has a couple bags of stuff that we kind of gathered along the way, and then some stuff that we got at Costco months ago, and I found these Peeps in the bag, and I was like, I'm having Peeps today on this trail. So yum. I love them. I mean, they're pretty old, but they still taste great. Quack, quack. All right. Catherine Price did a TED Talk on how having fun, I think it's called Having Fun is the Key to a Happier Life or something like that. And I wanted to talk about it for a minute because fun, okay, so fun is an emotion. I'm sorry, fun is a feeling, okay? It's a feeling, and it's not an emotion. And I met someone on the trail yesterday, and they're hiking with their son, and they're only out here for a month, and she said, this was supposed to be fun. And I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, I mean, she's been hiking in, you know, this crazy temps like we have, but we are kind of used to it, and kind of like it's a piece of a bigger goal, right? So if you're only out here for a month, how fun can that be? And I've been thinking about it, thinking, you know, I have a lot of thoughts, and I did a whole newsletter on it. I don't know if I've talked about it here. I might have, about type 1, type 2, type 3 fun. So type 1 fun is just awesome as you're doing it and just awesomeness. Type 2 is sometimes okay when you're doing it, sometimes not, but when you look back on it, you're so happy you did it. That's kind of what the AT is. It's like type 2.5. Type 3 is something you did that you look back and you're like, that was awful and I don't ever want to do it again, and I can't believe I did it. And so, my thought on fun is, yes, it can fall into these 3 categories, clearly. But we also kind of have a responsibility to just, as humans, to just make things fun too, if that sounds kind of, that doesn't mean pretend you're happy and having a good time when you're not. It just means making the best of a not so good situation. So often you'll see me on here doing silly things, or I'll talk about, I don't know, peeing on myself, or I'll dance, or I'll sing, or I'll make crazy comments. And that's not just because I'm crazy and out there, which I am. It's also because I'm trying to have fun, right? I'm trying this is a pretty extreme adventure, and some days are really, really, really hard. And so I have to take a positive attitude and just make it fun, you know? Well, this wasn't so fun. Well, okay, then I'm just gonna jump in the stream, walk through the stream with my shoes on. That was pretty fun, you know, just to kind of bring myself into a happier, fun place. So do you guys do that? Do you just make something fun that might not necessarily be that fun? One time when we were living in Boston, we were just having a really bad week, and so we all got super dressed up, like glitter, sparkles, heels, suits, full makeup, and then just went to like a local like pizza restaurant, I think it was, or something like that. And it was really fun, and it brought some like positiveness to our just really bad day. And I think in general, we all need to be having more fun. Like we become older, and we think that there's no room for fun. Oh my gosh, if I had $1 for everyone who said, that's it, you're having kids, the travel, all that stuff, all the fun, life is over. And I'm thinking, well, why would anyone have kids if it's not going to be fun and life is going to be over? And it hasn't been like that at all. Like, we had such a great time with our kids. Now they're leaving the nest, and I'm like, uh-oh, it's not going to be fun anymore. Will and I are going to have to bring all the fun to the table now. So tell me, are you having fun? And if you are, what are you doing? How are you having fun? There's really not much going on the trail today, not much to share. So I guess I'm doing a lot of the sharing of the feelings, and I guess that's why you're here. I mean, if you want to know every shelter to stop at and where to get the best pizza and what's the best hostel, yeah, there's probably other people for you to follow, right? So I'm guessing you want to hear about the feeling part of the trail. And I think that if you're going to come out here, you're going to feel people. You're going to feel, I don't mean you're going to feel people. You're going to feel people. It's all in how you say it, right? No one's going to be feeling any people up. And so that's a huge part. Oh God, there's black flies everywhere today. That's a huge, I gotta switch sides. This right arm's getting tired. That's a huge part of the trail. And one of the reasons people don't complete it is mental and the feeling aspect of it. And if you're of my generation, I'm going to turn 52 on the trail in September. You were raised in a generation that was focused on obedience and what other people thought about how you behaved, and therefore that was a reflection on your parents. And so there wasn't a lot of opportunity to feel stuff or to talk about feelings. And it was not until early into my adulthood that I started sharing what I would feel and where my feelings and needs were not being met with family, friends, and romantic partners. Now I'm like, I lay it all out on the table, as you guys know. So last night, why is my arm so tired? I'm just gonna put it up in the tree here for a minute. I wonder if that'll work. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my God, that's awesome. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know why I'm being such a baby right now. It is only 74 degrees, only. So yesterday after the hike, where I did 25.4 miles and Captain did 45, when I got back to the hotel, I sat down with Will and I said, am I holding him back for whatever personal needs I may have? And should I let him go ahead without me and support him from a car or whatnot, and just not be hiking with him? I didn't want to say that, and I hope the answer that Will said would have not been, no, let him go. You're holding him back. And it wasn't. But I couldn't help but think, do I want this memory with him so much that it's hindering his ability to go faster and proceed? And Will, being the magical person he is, he's like, why would he want to do this alone? Like, you're doing this together. This is the experience, being together. And he said, you're being ridiculous. And sometimes I'm ridiculous. I mean, I know it's hard for you guys to believe that. But I try to be very, very selfless. Is that the right word? Selfless. Not selfless. Not shellfish. Not selfish. But I would be willing to forego getting to Katahdin on my own if it was better. It would serve him better if I acted as support. And Will thought that was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever said. That why would he want to do it just to hang out by himself all day? And although he's getting a lot of time with himself, and that's not to discount anyone who's out here hanging out by themselves doing it. It's just the experience was the two of us doing it together. That's what he was sold on. And I mean, we can ask him tonight, we probably should, but Will's confident what he's going to say. Will's like, it's not that we don't trust him to do it alone. Clearly, after yesterday's vlog, you can see he is the most well-equipped of the three of us to do this, and particularly to do it alone. Those are the things I was feeling yesterday. When you're out here walking for this long, you feel a lot. So if you're planning a hike like this, let what you're feeling now in the prep stages kind of give it life. Talk with people about how you're feeling. If you're scared, if you're not scared, why are you not scared? Just everything that you are feeling. We're such weird things, these human things that we don't talk about what we feel. Like it's ruined so many marriages, friendships, sibling relationships, because we just don't say what we feel. Like, hey, I need you to hug me more, or hey, I need us to laugh more, or I want to spend more time as a family, or I need some personal time to do some self-care, whatever the case may be. Anyway, I'm talking too much, but you guys get the idea, okay? Okay, I'm disgruntled. I don't want to say anything negative, but I've got to. See, that kind of looks like a white. It's really difficult to tell through here. And Captain came through here last night at dusk, and he warned me And that makes me very, very uneasy that these trees this isn't marked better through here. And I didn't want to leave that one mark until I saw the next one, but sometimes it's hard to tell if that's just white on the tree or if that's the actual trail. Like, I still can't see one here. Okay, so here's one going northbound, so that helps. Yeah, I think this part of the trail could really stand a new paint job. I volunteer to do it. Someone wants to contact me, obviously after I get to Katahdin, but it does need some help. I mean, I can't imagine if he would have went through here dark. So there's one down there on that tree, right down there, but you can barely see it. So it looks like someone's painted blue on it and done some graffiti, but I really can't stress enough how this trail really needs to be, it needs an update, because this is a trail that actually this is where the 42-mile 4-state challenge is, and people are coming through here at night. There's a lot of tagging on the stuff out here. For those who don't know what tagging is, it's graffiti. And people coming through here at night, this is going to be so hard for them to see. Really, really hard for them to see. So I just came down that. It actually looks worse in person than it does looking at it this way. It's pretty rocky though. See, if you didn't see, you got to make sure you keep your eye on the white dashes. They're a little bit better through here. I had to just stop for a couple minutes and see if I could find them. It's like a puzzle. Wow. You guys want to know how I'm having fun today? I've been out of practice. I can't blow a bubble. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened to me. I'm chewing the gum, courtesy of Asa. Thank you, Asa. It is delicious. I guess I can't blow bubbles anymore. I'm going to practice on that the rest of the hike today. So since I haven't been hiking with Captain the last 2 days, I've been listening to some books. And I started this one called Walking to Listen, about a guy's trip across the US, and he's just listening to people's stories and then he's recounting them in the book. And in the book, he said that black bears can run 25 miles per hour. I thought I had all my black bear education, but I had no idea they could run that fast. So that's why they say don't try and outrun them, because you're not going to win that battle. Looky, looky, looky. Looky where I am. Oh my goodness. A new state, you guys. Do you know what that means? I get to sing. Well, we are officially in the northeast of the United States. Here we go, northeast. You know you have a special place in my heart. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Well, she was an American girl, raised on promises, but she couldn't help but think that... I don't remember the rest. I'm an American girl. I'm a global citizen, but I'm an American girl. She couldn't help but think there was a little more life somewhere else. I think that's how the rest of it goes. Now I gotta perfect this because it's one of my worst songs I ever did. Ooh, wine berries. Yum. Last bit before I see the boys. Good night from day 92. I went from US Route 60 to the Mason-Dixon line, plus 0.1, wherever that is. I went 18.5 miles. I slacked, and the worst part of my day was that I wasn't with Captain today. That was terrible. The best part, what was the best part? Another worst part was that the camera broke, so I had to use my iPhone, which I hate shooting on my iPhone. It's just not the same. The best part of my day was I met some different and interesting people today. I met a group of people with Outward Bound. I met a whole other tramley, and then another
two dads hiking with daughters, one an older daughter, one a younger daughter, which was really cool. It was, another best part of the day was it was only between 70 and 77 degrees today, which was fabulous. I could crank out the miles. It felt like it was like 50 degrees and fabulous. And I had a Frosty after dinner tonight, which was really great. That's about it. It was kind of a short video today, guys, and kind of not the same without Captain. I still hope you enjoyed it, and you have a wonderful night. Don't forget to live the dash. Bye.
Well, she was an American. How does that song go? Hold on. All right, now you guys see this. I guess it's like screaming tree man who's told too many lies and has a huge nose. You see his eye, see his mouth, right? Just so, sorry, a message just came across my screen. I had to get it off. It's like my neuroses, my type A. Clear the screen, clear the screen.
I enjoyed my rest day.